big question is, what inspired you to be an American Gladiator contestant?
Um, I just like everyone else grew up watching this show. I was always a fan. I used to watch the show thinking, man, I'd love to do that. I could do that. And I found out there was an open call in LA. I currently live in California, and we went to the open call, and they asked me to be on the show. So I made it through the open call, went back for a second interview, a third interview, and finally they called me and said they wanted me to be on the show. So it was a real rewarding opportunity for me.
Is there any training that you had to prepare for American Gladiators?
Yeah, we took about 2 weeks to get conditioned for it. They let us practice on one or two events just to familiarize ourselves with it, to be conscious of the strain it'll have on our body. So they did a lot of conditioning for about a week or two before they actually let us get to the courses and the show.
Did RIT help prepare you at all?
I credit everything that I got right now to RIT because, with my degree, with my association, I really feel like if I didn't attend RIT, I wouldn't have got the job at Bowen. I probably wouldn't have joined the fraternity. I feel like a lot of what I have right now, I credit to the RIT and the people I met along the way.
Now, I read up that you are a stepper, and I was wondering if you could demonstrate a little bit of your step moves for us. Ever expect one of your students to be on American Gladiators?
I'm not really surprised when, if you were to tell me that a student from RIT would have the opportunity, I would say Adonis would be one of those students because of his ambitious, personality, and making sure that, he has fun, and so it was a fun show. He was going to have fun doing it, and so he had every personality to be able to do that.
Was there a gladiator that specifically intimidated you, or is there one that was more scarier than the others?
I wasn't so much intimidated by one particular gladiator. I think initially seeing the size of them was one thing, because, the smallest one was twice my size, twice my weight. And, initially seeing them for the first time, they didn't let us see the gladiators until the show actually aired. So my first time seeing them was when they were running out and I'm about to go up against them. And it was surprising, but on that same note, I really felt if I just give it my everything, that I'll be able to overcome.
Now let's reverse the roles for a second.
Okay.
Did you learn anything from Adonis? Has he taught you anything?
Well, of course, I'm the type of person with relationships. You try to not only share important to that person, but actually learn something from that person. So again, what I would say that he taught me is that you must stay focused and stay dedicated. And I think because of that focus and because of that dedication, sometimes when you just feel like, oh, I just can't make it, but you remember what the end result is going to be. And so I look at some of those students and say, wow, if they can stay back and be refocused and recommitted and dedicated, then you can do the same.
So what was your greatest memory? What was the biggest thing you'll take from that experience?
Hulk Hogan, of course. Meeting Hulk Hogan, like, who can't say, like, yo, I met Hulk Hogan, I shaked his hand, you know what I mean? It was a dream come true. Everyone's always wanted to meet Hulk Hogan. He's known all around the world. And I actually am standing next to him, talking with him, laughing with him. And that's the best experience for me. In addition to me watching this show, growing up as a kid, loving this show and being part of it, it's the whole experience. It's the whole experience.
What would you say to potential RIT students and freshmen?
Your experience at RIT is what you make of it. If you involve yourself with activities on campus, if you associate yourself with the right people, you can have a great experience both academically and socially. Academically, I think across the board, RIT is ranked top 10 in a lot of categories. So as long as you're doing well in your school book, in the books, then when you get out of here, you will have a job lined up. So to me, for anyone who is looking to come in to RIT specifically, I would say just involve yourself with activities happening on campus and in the community, and you'll have a great experience.